do you think happens?
I was busy crying. I don't know. Like I said, I was just so emotionally
Yeah. Look, I think it's great. I think people have the freedom to come up with what happens with Dean and Cindy at the end of this movie. You know, in real life there is no ending. You know, and this movie is trying to be a portrait of two people. So, you know, if they get back together the next day, or if they get back together in 5 years, or if they never get back together. Any one of those things is possible, but I think, you know, some people have talked about the ending as depressing, but I actually see it as hopeful, because there is change, you know, and there's obviously like a disease in this relationship between them, and you know, over time, when two people don't communicate, that passivity can become extremely violent, you know, and in the movie there's this explosion of violence because of that passivity, and so it came too late, but at least it came, you know, and at least there's a change that happens, you know, so.
I think the mark of a good film is that you kind of wonder, you feel like you're just peering in on people's lives, and you wonder, you know, there was a life before that we started to watch them, and then things continue afterwards. So, you know, you can do the sequel, I guess, in 12 years. In the back there, in the blue shirt.
My question for Ryan and Michelle. Was there a specific moment in the script, a scene where you knew absolutely I want to do this film? And the second part of the question is, this is one of the most emotionally raw films I've ever seen, and I don't tear up in films very often, so this was really incredible. Can you maybe talk about the process of the emotional toll it took, this Dow Jones of the sort of up and down, up and down?
Good way to put it.
I can't imagine that being easy at all, and I'd love to hear what you guys were thought process to this.
Thanks. Think of anything? There's been so many scripts.
I like that moment
Along
where
the way.
when he takes off the ring, and then he throws the ring into the bushes, and then he goes looking for it right away. When I read that, I knew. But in terms of it being hard, it's hard. It's a long story.
Being recorded.
Yeah, good, yeah. It's just the poop story and that. That's the.
To
I don't
elaborate.
know how to go on after that. I think it's good for everybody to act. It's just my point. That everyone should join a theater class or something and act, because it's good for you. You know, it's good for you to take a character that's different than yourself, or that you think is very different from yourself, and then try and find something in common with them, and to try and see their point of view. It's really, I think it's a good exercise for you. So even though it was hard, at the end of it, it was worth it.
Use the word difficult. All right, we have time for one last question. Yeah, there in the middle.